Hi everyone, my name is Maria Demopoulos from Warsaw Community Schools. I'm the Autism Resource Specialist, and I would like to thank my friends from the YMCA for asking me to help create this video. I've been asked to help with learning about different disabilities, and my focus area through the Warsaw Schools is working with individuals on the autism spectrum. One of the aspects of qualifying for an individual on the autism spectrum is that there might be sensory sensitivities or sensory aversions. And so oftentimes we find ourselves looking to see if there are different types of sensory options that we can include in their day to help with calming, to help them reset and refocus, or are there things that they have aversions to and that we need to maybe try to incorporate them into their day so that we could help them through some of those things that they're not really don't like to touch or feel. So some examples of that is sometimes when we're looking at kids' schedules, we put in sensory breaks. And we always consult our occupational therapist because this is an area of their expertise. So we reach out to them and they help us incorporate sensory breaks for our students. Sometimes they include touch, which might be rice boxes, bean boxes, sand, kinetic sand, Play-Doh, anything like that that might be soothing to the touch that we could incorporate in their day that just helps with calming. Sometimes it might be movement. We might incorporate walks, we might incorporate swinging, we might incorporate deep pressure. There's a lot of different options that we could incorporate into their day. But we also might include different types of textured foods that they like to eat or chew or things like that, just to help with the oral sensory. We also might incorporate some listening, such as music, nature sounds, things like that. Incorporate those into their day to help with calming, or maybe just to help them with aversions that they might have to that. So my friends at the Y asked me to help create a little activity that you could be doing, and I came up with a little idea about making a sensory collage. What I like about this is I had a lot of these things at my home, but I did kind of go a little crazy. Went to the Dollar Tree, didn't spend very much money, and just walked around the aisles trying to find things that had different textures, different feel to them, and went there, got these items, and didn't spend that much money, but I also looked for things that I already had in my home. So what you'll need is a piece of cardboard, and I simply used an old cereal box. What I like about this is that it can kind of fold in half at the end and kind of be taken with you wherever you want to go at the end. So if you need to take it in the car with you to go somewhere, to a doctor's appointment, on the way to school, if you need to move it from place to place in your house, you can. If you need to take it to Grandma and Grandpa's house, this is would be easy to move along with you. I've seen some that are sensory boards that are on the wall in houses and in schools that have different textures and feel. But this one I wanted to do just kind of a collage. So some things that I got were, this is actually just a simple little makeup sponge. This is just a small ice pack that you freeze, but I'm not gonna freeze it. We're gonna glue it onto our sensory collage. This is just a strip of like rubber lining that you can put in your cabinet drawers. This is just some twine for ribbon. This is actually like an exfoliating washcloth, and it has a different texture to it. I've got some feathers here. I have some little pom-poms. I found this is a little bow that goes on like a present. I found some ribbon that was actually kind of beaded or sequenced. And I also found this is like a dusting cloth. It's kind of a soft furry. So basically what you would do is just take your glue. I bought glue too. And, you know, put the glue on your pieces, set them around. I kind of pre-cut mine so I knew where everything would be going. Kind of making a mess, but that's okay. We'll let the glue dry all at the end. And then maybe I'll include a photo after it's all dry. But you just want to glue your pieces onto your board and set them where you want them to be. Position them where you want them to go. Again, this is just helping with different sensory sensitivities that the individuals that you work with might have. Again, you can make sensory tubs. We have lots of different sensory tubs that we use within Warsaw schools that include rice and beans and Orbeez and things like that they feel good to the touch. And so you can make sensory tubs like that if you want to. This is more of just a craft and activity to do and teaching you about different sensory sensitivities. You want to be careful that when you are introducing maybe some aversions to sensory, that you introduce them slowly. Don't overwhelm them too much with too many different sensory textures and things like that. You want to kind of do it slowly so that you're not overwhelming the individuals and their aversions that they have. And definitely please consult your occupational therapist. We rely heavily on them to give us ideas and you know, what we could be doing with our individuals, and we incorporate those into the day. So, you know, we rely heavily on our staff that way so that we can all be working as a team. You can also be consulting with parents. Sometimes they have some good ideas of helping kids learn how to calm, their own children learning how to calm, and they may have experimented with things that have worked over the years. I've seen lots of parents come with really great ideas, and we incorporate them into their day. We appreciate that as well too. So, you know, just when you're working with individuals on the autism spectrum, make sure you take into consideration that there may be sensory sensitivities, but they also may really, like some of these sensory textures and touches to be able to help them cope and manage and get through the day, and they might be really calming to them. So again, I went and found these things at the Dollar Tree. It was really inexpensive. I hope that you maybe find a way to do this activity. I would love for you to send pictures to the Y if you make one of your own at your home, if you make something that's portable, or if you make something that's for your home, especially in this time where a lot of kids are at home right now due to school closures. So if you make something, it would be great if you sent those to the Y or uploaded them to the YMCA, tag the YMCA of pictures that you've made of your own sensory collage, or made something that more stationary in your home. But I would love to see those. Mine is drying. I might have to do some re-gluing as things dry. Our sensory collage. Here's my beaded ribbon, my fun ribbon, my sponge, my duster, the cabinet liner, the ice pack, some ribbon here, some pom-poms, feathers, and then my my washcloth. So I hope that you were able to maybe learn something today about individuals on the autism spectrum and their sensory sensitivities, and I hope that you might make your own collage. I would love to see it. Thanks a lot. Have a great, great day.